Hey, good morning. I'm Papa. Welcome back to Papa's Plants. So today we're going to talk a little bit about our backyard nursery business. We're going to talk about marketing, advertising, using the internet, that kind of thing. I know a lot of you probably already do that and know how to do that, but I'm assuming there's some of you that don't, because I didn't a few years ago. So we're going to talk a little bit about that, things that we can do to make your business grow, get your name out there, and have better success in selling plants. So stay with us, and we'll be right back. Okay, one of the first things we're going to talk about today is being online, having an online presence. I use Facebook. I'm not particularly like Facebook, but I have to use Facebook because that's if you're going to have a backyard nursery business, you're going to have some kind of online presence. So with Facebook, let's just assume a lot of you already have your own private account, but I'm going to encourage you to open up a business account. And all that is if you like with me, my business is Papa's Plants. So I actually have a Papa's Plants account on Facebook, and I try not to intermingle the two. I don't have all the same friends on this account, my private account, as I do my business account. I try to keep it strictly business. But then when you're around people, when you're selling, on your business cards, you need to make sure you put this address, this Facebook address, on your business card. And when people come and buy from you, hand out business cards. A week from now, if someone says, "Where'd you get that plant?" or "Do you know where I could get a particular plant?" they may not remember who you are. They may not remember your name. So if you give them a business card, they stick it in their wallet or their pocketbook or whatever the case may be, hey, they may be able to pull it out and say, "Hey, go see this guy. This is where I got this particular plant." So having a Facebook account, a business Facebook account, you can get on daily, weekly, whatever you want to do. Take a picture of a plant, put on there that you've got this plant available for sale, the price, the whole 9 yards, and just post it. Post. You want to post as much as you can. Get the information out there about what you have available. Pricing's okay. You can even, if you don't want to put your address of where you are on every post or that kind of, just say, "Hey, if you're interested, send me a private message," that kind of thing. So Facebook for me is very helpful, and that's what I've used over the last couple of years. It's worked really good, and I encourage you to get your own Facebook account as well as a Facebook business account. So another thing I think you need to consider would be Instagram. I'm not that familiar with Instagram. Unfortunately, I've got a daughter that's very familiar with it. She's got her own side business that she does, and that she posts a lot on Instagram. But what she has explained to me is that Instagram and Facebook are both owned by Meta. And so they make it very easy to cross-post. So if you post on Meta, you can cross-post it on Facebook over to Instagram. And so it just makes it easy, sort of like killing two birds with one stone. You can do little short videos on Instagram. You can have a plant, just, "Hey, welcome back to Papa's Plants. I've got this plant here," whatever it may be. It's going to be beautiful in the spring. Give it in a couple of weeks, are going to be available. So, come see me. So a little short video like that. And then once the algorithms take over, you get to build your followers. Algorithms take over, and a lot more people start seeing these videos. And I just think that would be very helpful. Something that you really should consider doing in your backyard nursery business. Okay, let's talk a little bit about actually selling plants and how to sell plants. Now, I've got a backyard nursery, and this is where my plants, all my plants are actually. And so if you're going to come and look at all the plants and that kind of thing, you're going to have to come here. But I'll be honest with you, I'm not really crazy about that. I do it. I have the business open like on the weekends, and still working a full-time job. I don't have weekdays really available to me to sell, so I'm open on some Saturdays after the market season sort of dies off. I will be open here on some Saturdays, especially if I'm out here working in the nursery, doing piddling. So, but I really like selling at the market, and I've mentioned that before. It's pretty easy. You may not have all the things available to you that I do. I started off by, in my SUV, just letting the back seats down and cramming as many plants in that thing as I could on a Friday night late. Get up Saturday morning, take off early, get set up and sell. And of course, then you got to come home after the market it closes. You got to bring them home and you got to take them all back out and put them back out. And that's a pain, you know, it's a little bit of an inconvenience. But what the market does, it puts you in front of a lot of people. Now, I can post on a Friday night that I'm going to be open this particular Saturday, and you know, and I may get some business. I may get 5, 6, 8 people, whatever, that may come by. But the little market that I go to, if I set up at 7:30 and people start coming in early, so I'll set up around 7:30 and it goes to about 12. And sometimes if it's busy, I'll stay at 12:30, 1 o'clock. It just depends on the crowd at the time. But there's hundreds of people that come through there. They're coming through there because they're just out having coffee. They go by the coffee shop and get a coffee. They're just out having a stroll. They're out looking for fresh vegetables. They're out looking for baked goods. They're out looking for trinkets, you know, like little jewelry pieces, handmade jewelry pieces that some of them are there making. So they're there to pick up a few things, but hey, you're there. So they walk right by you. And when they walk right by you, they, you know, especially the couples, they look, oh, look, he's got so-and-so, he's got so-and-so, we've been looking for that, whatever. Or it just creates an instinct buy. So to me, it's just a lot easier to put my plants in front of several hundred people. And I mean, when I say several hundred, there are days when I know that there's probably 400 or 500 people that walk right by my tables. I'd rather do that than put a listing on and have, like I said, 4, 5, 6, 8 people, whatever case may be, come by, just instinctively get up, see the ad, and just say, hey, let's go see what he's got, and come by. Now I'm stuck here in the yard from 8 till 5. And there may be something going on that afternoon that I need to go to. So I know that the market's open from 8 to 12 every Saturday morning. Everybody in the little community that around us that go to these markets know that, and they're out there. And I'm just telling you, I do great in these markets. So I used to go early in the market season when the plants are just coming up, they're just starting to flush out, and people are motivated to get in their yards, are motivated to buy new plants. And I usually go right on up to about, here in 8B, I go up to about the first week of June, and then I'm pretty much done with it, because at that point it's just too hot. People just don't want to get in their yard and work. So market, to me, is a great way to do it, and I think it's something that you should really consider. Okay, let's talk a little bit more about the market, selling at the market, and Facebook, and how we can use them together. So on my private page, what I did is, and I'm 100% sure it's like this all over the country. So I have small communities around me, and each one of those small communities has a buy, sell, trade kind of Facebook group. So what I did is I went and I joined all the Facebook groups that were right around my vicinities. Let's say 30-mile radius. And I joined, so I went on, and it will show you how many members are in each group. So you're not looking for the groups that have 500 members, you're looking for the groups that may have 10,000 members. So I joined 20 of the best groups around me. On Friday afternoon, when I know for sure that I'm going to be at the market, then I go around the backyard nursery and I'll take 8 or 10 pictures of some of the things that are looking the best right then that I know I'm going to take the next day. And I take those pictures. I walk in, open up a post, I post those 8 or 10 pictures, and I put on there that I'm going to be at the market tomorrow, 8 to 12, come see me, you know, plants starting at this amount, you know, I'm going to have Japanese maples and hostas and whatever the case may be, and I actually put the price on there. So then when you're almost done with the post, you can go on there and you can attach it to 20 of these groups. So I take those 20 groups that I've already members of, and I attach it to those 20 groups. So now when I put that post out, not only does I put the post out on Doug Star or I put it out on Papa's Plants, but I'm also putting it out to tens of thousands of people that are got their phone in their hand. The groups send them a notification. There's a new notification. Boom, they look on as Papa's Plants. So I'm putting my inventory, my name, my business, and the whole 9 yards of where I'm going to be tomorrow, in front of, like I said, tens of thousands of people, and people will come. It's the easiest, quickest way to let people know where you are, when you're going to be there, and what you're going to have for sale. And I'm telling you, it works. It absolutely works. So, if you're going to do the market thing, make sure that you use Facebook also. Now, if you're just going to have, people, if you're going to be open in your home backyard nursery, then do the same thing. Just put on there that you're going to be open tomorrow, your open hours, some pictures of what you have available, and post it on those other 20 groups. And I'm just telling you, it absolutely works. Okay, guys, we're going to wrap it up right here. Got one other quick little thing I want to tell you about. We talked about going to the market. I told you about loading up the car on a Friday afternoon when I get home from work. I put as many plants as I possibly can, and because I want as much inventory at the market as I can possibly take. But you got your tables, your chair, any banners. If you take a pop-up tent, or whatever the case may be, depending on the weather, I take a pop-up tent, but not always. But that's a lot of stuff to get in the car on a Friday afternoon, and a lot of stuff to take out of the car on Saturday afternoon when you get back from the market, in the middle of the day. So what I've thought about is I have a small trailer. It's a 5x10. I've had it several years. Actually, we just replaced the floor on it last summer. So it's got brand new pressure treated floors. But as you know, in the floors, they got a little small slot in between the boards where water can run through. So my plan this spring is I'm going to take that trailer, I'm going to load it up with all the plants that I want to take, which I could take much more on this trailer than I could in my SUV. Load it up with all my tables, my chair, my everything that I need to sell at the market that day. When I get back that afternoon, Saturday afternoon, now I don't have to unload the car. All I've got to do is back the trailer over here out of the way, take my little buggy, my little wagon, and go along and start replenishing what I sold that day. During the week after work, all I got to do is come in, take the hose, water what's on the trailer, keep it nice and watered during the week, give it a good water Friday afternoon, late before I go in, and then Saturday morning, all I got to do is back the truck up to the trailer, hook up to it, and take off and go to the market. Do that every week. Now I've got a trailer that's loaded with plants all the time. They can be watered right on the trailer, and I just think that's going to be a game changer for me. So I can't wait to do that this spring. Of course, and as I put this trailer together, I'll make a video on it, so in case any of you are interested, you'll see what my idea is of making me a mobile plant selling trailer. So guys, I appreciate you being with me again this week. If you have subscribed to the channel, I sure do appreciate you. If you hadn't already and you're watching the videos and you like them, please consider subscribing to the channel. It would really help me on this YouTube algorithm. So until next time, you guys have a great week, and we'll see you then. Kitty cat says bye too.